Hey, Shalom, Shalom, Shalom. All praises to the Most High Yahweh. We'll give recognition to Yahweh Shai and to the Holy Spirit. Of course, it's your brother Danyala, aka the Copper Color Aboriginal. I haven't made a video in a while. Just been busy, just living life. Reading scripture, especially getting into books that I really haven't read. Never, you know what I'm saying? Like the books of the 12 patriarchs, very good book. It fills in a lot of holes, man. I'm telling you, because you know how you read Genesis all the way up to Exodus, and you're just like, you want to know more about the people in that time frame because you get like a very small like sliver of their life. You know what I'm saying? But you heard that they may have it. You read that they may have achieved like amazing things. Like, how did they get this wealth, or how did they, get this status and stuff like that? Well, at least when it comes to the 12 patriarchs, which are all of the sons of Jacob, aka Israel, it fills in their stories of their youth all the way up until their death. It doesn't. It's not like all details, every single day of their life, but very important moments in their life. So yeah, very very good read. I would recommend y'all to go and check it out. I believe they have the books on Amazon, but I'm reading the PDF. I have it downloaded on my phone. But yeah, very good stuff. So that's what I've been doing. Also been keeping up with current events, what's going on and everything like that. Um, and just watching other brothers' videos. I want to give a shout out slash salute to the brothers and sisters out there that's holding it down. I'm gonna name some of them in particular, but all of you, I want to give a salute and shout out to all of y'all because we're holding it down, and we have to remember that in this time we're supposed to be rejoicing. Okay, you know, the Most High did give us. He's not the people who are following him. He's not giving us the spirit of fear, but of a sound mind. You know what I'm saying? There's more to that verse. It's in, I believe it's in Second Timothy. I can't remember exactly where it is in Second Timothy. But anyways, I want y'all to, not be fearful. Don't want y'all to be fearful, okay? Because we have to understand that this is not for us, okay? And so just remember that. I pulled it up real quick. It's in Second Timothy, chapter 1, verse 7. Um, and it says, "For Yahweh hath not given us the spirit of fear, but of power and love and of a sound mind." So we have to remember that this destruction is not necessarily for us. Of course, our wicked brothers and sisters who are in the world, of course, they're going to get caught up in the destruction. And if it's Yah's will, some of us who even follow the Most High with all of our heart may get caught up in the destruction because that's the Most High's will. We don't know why he does everything. His thoughts are not our thoughts. It's beyond our thoughts. You know what I'm saying? And the Most High does everything for a reason. And if some of us do get caught up in this destruction, it's more than likely because of our past sins, or maybe even the sins of our fathers. You know what I'm saying? Because we know that we do suffer those sins. So who knows? But let me say this: for the most part, for Israel as a people, this isn't for us. So don't fear. Don't have that fear in your heart, because you're supposed to, have the power of love and of a sound mind. You're supposed to be at ease with this. You're supposed to be rejoicing in this. You know what I'm saying? The Most High rejoices in his enemies' calamities, so you should too. I'm not telling you to go out there and be, laughing in people's faces and gloating, teasing people, because that could get you in trouble, bring you unwanted attention. But, in your hearts, be happy. because you have to remember the Most High is doing this for you. Um, this is a plague. No matter what you may think it is, it's a plague. You know, um, and people make it seem as um, if you're saying that, oh, it's this or that, you're taking away from the Most High. No matter what, it's the Most High. Everything that is done is the Most High's will. But my bad, I forgot to shout out, the brothers and sisters out there. Now I come back to what I was talking about. So, anyways, I want to give a shout out to, Big Judah. Got nothing but love for that brother and all you brothers and sisters out there. Um, shout out to Big Judah. Shout out to Kareemio. If you ever want to really get into the history of our people, our lands, being over here and stuff like that, definitely check out Creamio's page. Big Judah has some good information too. But Creamio, I don't know how the last part, but just type in Creamio, Kurimeo. I believe that's how you spell it. Check him out. I've been watching him for probably the past, probably the past 2 years, almost 2 years now. Good stuff, man. That brother, he's great brother, man. Both of those brothers I mentioned are great. Also, you want to check out UBTV, another good information. He deals with his stuff is more like, I want to say more, I don't know, because he deals with history, but he also deals with stuff that most people don't like to talk about. You know what I'm saying? Him and Kareemio are almost on the same page. I will say UBTV is like a mix between, and anybody who's been watching him for over a year, you know that his old channel is UB News, but that got taken down. But he's like a mix between Big Judah and Kareemio. Okay, but all three good, very informational. Check out Lil Moray too, because he's kind of like a little a baby UBTV. They all make great content. They all don't have the same philosophy. I don't have the same philosophy as all of them. I don't agree with them on everything, but I know that they know of each other. Some of them even work with each other, and that's amazing. You know what I'm saying? And also Dane Calloway. Dane Calloway, he really doesn't do anything religious wise, but he does share information about us being aboriginal to the Americas. Okay, so you want to check his stuff out too. Shout out to that brother. But then there's other channels that I've only started to watch, and people that I started to follow within like the past few months. All those other people I mentioned, I've been watching their stuff for over a year now. But past few months, I've been watching A New Breed. He got a very interesting channel. His channel mostly deal with mythology of our ancestors. You may not agree with everything in there, but it is what it is. Still a good channel. There's a bunch of other brothers too out there that I want to give shout outs to. A1, aka Tachinus One. Who else? Sister Bethy. She does a lot of genealogy videos. Also, shout out to Tasha. She been doing genealogy videos for a very, very long time. Opie Niha, same thing. He does genealogy too. And there's a bunch of other brothers and sisters out there that do put in work, who names I can't remember right now, but shout out to all of y'all who are putting in work, who are letting our people know who they are, whether it goes back whether it goes back 500 years, that your ancestors were always here, that we are the true indigenous people of the Americas, and maybe even other lands too. And shout out to the brothers who go back even further in time to show that we were the so-called Israelites, that we are the people of the one true God. You know what I'm saying? The God that you can read about in the Bible and other books. So shout out to all y'all brothers and sisters who are putting in the work. But like I said, I want to go back to what I was saying. Do not have the spirit of fear at all, because we have to understand that this destruction is not meant for Israel. Of course, some of us will get caught up in it. It's going to happen. You know what I'm saying? Just look at our brothers and sisters. If you read Exodus, when you read Exodus, even when you read the book of Joshua, you will see that our people were stiff-necked people, and a lot of us had to die off. Whole generations of us had to die off before we can even make it to Israel. So our people are going to die. You're going to see people die, okay? Until we make it to the kingdom, you're going to see our people die. But you have to remember, for the most part, this is not for us. If you get in line with the Most High, pray that the Most High will not set destruction out on you. You know what I'm saying? But the Most High has everything planned out. He knows who's going to make it to the very end. He knows who he's going to use for whatever. But you better pray and hope that the Most High has something good lined up for you. Because I know for sure that I want to see these plagues unleashed. If I die before that happens, that's the Most High's will. But I would love to see the destruction and the fall of this society. And that's how we all should be thinking. Because, to be honest, I'm hearing too many people who call themselves Israelites. I'm hearing too many, even if you don't call yourself Israelite, I'm seeing too many people who are so-called American Negroes who are basically hoping for the recovery of this society. And I'm not just talking about America, but I'm talking about a lot of these first world societies, which are really the spiritual Babylons, because people get so caught up on America. I know that when we first came up in this truth, a lot of us were in camps or listened to camps on YouTube, and they always talk about America being spiritual Babylon. But we have to understand that spiritual Babylon is everywhere. It's not just one place. It's not just one place, okay? Because everything that I have studied, and check out Kareemio's videos, check out UB videos, because they have a lot of great sources over there. Especially UB's video on the location of Babylon. That brother brings out such deep information. You know what I'm saying? So go and check out that video. Babylon was over here. A lot of these old world kingdoms were over here. And yeah, some of y'all that are listening, y'all may not agree. But they occupied our lands over here. And of course they got swept off our lands. Because we know that this is the land of Shem. They weren't supposed to be over here. Because we know that the Babylonian kingdoms and the Assyrian kingdom, they were not us. The Persian kingdom, they were not us, but they were all over here at one point in time. Yes, so sure, Babylon was over here, but that does not mean that spiritual Babylon is everywhere else, because it is. It's that philosophy, and I like to equate Babylon, spiritual Babylon, with the Western society mentality, capitalistic society, all that which is perpetuated by Western kingdoms and Western society. Like from the U.S., Great Britain, Spain, all that, those philosophies that really stem from the Latins and the Greeks, yes, that is spiritual Babylon. All that which is taught and basically modified by today's countries, that is spiritual Babylon. Okay? And the reason why the whole world is feeling plagues right now is because it's not just only the United States that has that spiritual Babylon. It's all around the world. All around the world. So we're going to see the whole world suffer from these plagues. But yeah, so guys, don't fear, because I had a knock I had to talk to, which is, Paleo Hebrew for brother, but there was a brother who I had to talk to, and I had to pull him to the side and be like, yo, because he was saying how he's dismayed at the coronavirus and stuff like this. I'm like, brother, you know better. You know better. You know what the scripture says. And I pulled out the script and I shared it with him. I was like, this isn't meant for us. As long as you're staying in tune with the Most High, there's a good chance you won't be destroyed. Okay? So don't be fearful, and don't hope for the recovery of the society, because like I said before, I'm seeing too many people who want this society to rebound. I'm hearing, and even if they don't say it, I'm hearing things like, oh, well, when this blows over, or man, I hope this happens, or I don't think that this is going to be the end. Look, let me tell you this. This is definitely a plague from the Most High, no matter what you think it is, and we're gonna get into that in a second. This is definitely a plague from the Most High, okay? And even if this isn't going to be the, say this coronavirus, okay, quote unquote coronavirus, even if this isn't the plague that's going to wipe everything out and reset this world to free us up, okay, this is definitely helping that process, okay? I want to be clear on that. This is definitely helping that process, and the reason why I'm saying that is because a lot of, if you've been following the news for the past 2 weeks, a lot of people are saying that we're already in a recession, okay? And most people, most economists are saying that if we continue in this coronavirus anywhere after 30 to 60 days, we will not be in a recession, but we will go into a depression, okay, which is great economic stress and depravity, you know what I'm saying? So during the depression, because I mean, look, we have a lot of people who are without jobs right now, okay, a lot of people who are without jobs, and if we go into depression, not only will there be tons of people without jobs, but there would be food shortages. There would be all types of chaos because most people will not be able to provide. And see, the last time we had a depression, it wasn't as bad as I think it will be. Why? Because we didn't have a lot of technology and weapons as we did back then. But also, people back then, they didn't have as much as we had now. You know, they were used to having very little. Unlike us, we're used to having a lot. And people get crazy as hell. As we see, when people get desperate, they do crazy things. Okay? So, we're already in, basically what I'm saying is that we're already in a trend of going downwards. There is no going back up. There is no going back to where we used to be because, you know, I hear too many brothers and sisters, even people I know, say that I don't know if this is going to be it. I think that I'm going to have to go to work soon. And I said this to the person. I was like, I work, or shall I say I used to work in a way, in the school systems, okay? And yet you don't hear anything about classes resuming in the near future. Remember, schools were one of the first things to release. They were one of the first entities to release. They got all the kids up out of school. Why? Because I think the reason why they do that, or at least the excuse of doing that, is because the children are the future and they do not want a bunch of children contracting this disease and becoming sick, okay? So they got them out of there first because they're the most important. So if you don't hear anything about these kids going back to school, there's probably a good chance that you won't go back to work. You know what I'm saying? Because if it's safe enough to, you know, get the kids back in school, then it's safe enough for this economy to resume. You see what I'm saying? Or it's safe enough for this country to resume. But damage has already been done. You know what I'm saying? There's no undoing this damage. You know, because Trump got what, $2 trillion that he's pumping into the economy, and all that is going to do is devalue the dollar. You know, so remember back in the 90s, I was a kid back in the 90s. I was born in the late 80s. I was a child in the 90s. And I remember my mother, she used to give us all a dollar bill. My mom had 5 kids, so what she would do, she would give all 5 of us $1. And she would let us go to the store, which was right down the street, right around the, just probably 1/10 of a mile away. And we used to love that market. But we would go to that store, and with $1, we could buy a lot. If you give a kid $1 today, they'll look at you stupid if you tell them, hey, here you go to the store. You know, their best bet of getting anything decent is if they go to Dollar Tree. You see what I'm saying? Because they can get something for $1. They can probably get something nice for $1 or whatever. I don't know. But back when I was a child, you could get all types of things. When I was a kid, I used to buy like 2 Debbie cakes, um, a bag of chips, and a little bottle of juice, all for $1. You can't do that anymore. You know what I'm saying? A bag of chips is, you can get like 2 of them, those small bags, which used to be 25-cent bags. Now they're like, I think they're like maybe 40 cents or 35 cents each or something like that. I don't know. It's something weird because they have it that you can get, or some of them are 50 cents because you can get 2 for $1. Some of them you can get 3 for $1, or maybe I'm tripping. Maybe the 3 for $1 was a long time ago. That was probably a long time ago. But anyways, the dollar has lost its value since I was a little kid. You know, and from what I read is that the dollar loses 3% of its value every year. Every year it loses 3% of its value. You know, so now and that was just a downwards trend when it was normal, right? But now we're sitting here with a lot of people who are not working. A lot of businesses are closed. So now that downwards trend has dropped immediately. You know what I'm saying? It's a sharp drop. You know, so there's no way we're gonna come back. You know, those bags of chips, they're probably gonna be $1.50 each now. You see what I'm saying? Because we rapidly declined. So even if you don't think that this plague is going to, you know, destroy America or destroy spiritual Babylon, destroy these societies, we're well on our way. Okay? This may not be the one, but this is definitely aiding in the destruction. You know what I'm saying? And me, I feel like this one may very well be the one, and I pray every day that it is the one, because I don't want the society to continue. You know what I'm saying? And I'm seeing signs of this society not rebounding from this situation. It's done a lot of damage to the economy. You got a lot of people out of work. You know, the airline industry, they're literally closing down different branches. My wife is a flight attendant. Her branch got shut down. And, well, right now, they're kind of like at a standstill because they're waiting to see if they get money from the government. And I swear, I feel like they're going to do like they're going to give them a bailout, and then they're going to do something stupid. Like how the automotive industry did back in, 2009? When they got that stimulus money from the government and they fucking ran off with the money. They took the money, they closed shop, opened up shop in other countries and gave themselves raises. Yeah, y'all remember that? Yeah, my dad was telling me all about that when I was a kid. You know, so anyways, I think that's my wife. She's probably telling me that she's on her way. Yep. So anyways, guys, before she gets here, I want to talk about the whole 5G thing, okay? And this coronavirus thing. From what I've seen, and this is just only theories because I can't prove none of this, just like I can't prove that it's an actual virus, but what I can say and what I can prove according to scripture is that everything that is done is the Most High's will, okay? So this virus, I don't think it's a virus, to be honest. What I think it is, I think that it is literally 5G. And the reason why I say that is because I've seen a lot of videos. Dane Calloway has a very good video, and there's a few other videos that I've seen out there, and I can't remember where I saw them at. But I've been seeing bits of pieces and even clips and stuff of professors who are in the medical field, doctors, of course, who are talking about cell radiation and radiation from these radio microwaves. And so my dad, he taught me about the microwave a long time ago. It's a radioactive wave, or it's a wave that you can send literally hundreds of miles to destroy people. And that was developed back in the late 1920s, early 1930s, around the World War II time. They created the microwave, okay? So they had all those years to refine what they had now. Almost 100 years to refine that microwave. You know what I'm saying? And the microwave is the same thing that these 5G towers are emitting. And there's a lot of scientists, a lot of respected scientists, professors who are saying that the reaction that people are getting from coronavirus are actually the reaction of cell death, cell contamination, cell radiation from these cell phone towers, from the 5G towers. And I feel like a lot of brothers and sisters, and see, this is why you do not need to have the spirit of fear, okay? Because y'all people are so damn afraid of death. Y'all are so damn afraid of your unknown that you are literally, y'all have no trust in your Most High, no trust in your God, that you guys are literally running to your damn death. You guys are literally running to your death. So damn afraid that you get a little cough, a sneeze, whatever, you feel a little warm. You want to run out to the damn hospital, a place that has been known for testing crazy shit on us, killing us. Y'all run into them for safety, and they're killing you. You know, I've seen a few videos where brothers and sisters are like, yeah, man, they're just leaving us here to die. I feel like they're just leaving us here to die. Brothers in the ICU, sisters in the ICU connected to the machines talking about, man, I feel like they're leaving us here to die. Yeah, I'm sure they're probably killing you guys. You know? My theory is that they're using this whole 5G situation, this whole coronavirus situation, to kill our people. Because if you notice, just out of nowhere in the past like week or so, they said that black people are being affected by this damn coronavirus more than anyone else. And they're giving these projections of how many people they're expecting to die. Yeah, they're trying to wipe us out. They like they say, never let a good crisis go to waste. Okay? Just like they used Katrina, to up and missing a lot of black people. Literally during Katrina, thousands of black people went missing. There was more black people that went missing than white people during Katrina. How? Why? That makes no sense. You literally had hundreds of prisoners during Katrina that just went MIA, never to be heard of again. You know? So I feel like they're using this situation to try to destroy our people and then blame it on coronavirus. So-called black people, so-called Negroes, do not run to the hospital. Try to use a natural remedy. Why do you feel like you need to go and take this damn medication that hasn't even been proven to work yet? Why don't you go and buy you a book of natural remedies, or talk to a brother or sister who knows about natural remedies, that sell natural remedies, and buy from them? You know? But we put so much trust in man and not the Most High that we run to the man, and they're the same ones who kill us. How can we trust someone who has literally subjugated our people for hundreds of years and been killing us? For hundreds of years, they show straight up disregard for our lives. How are we running to them for safety? And see, that's the thing. Like Big Judah saying, I agree with him, because I've been saying this. I was saying this to my wife before Big Judah mentioned it. But shout out to the brother and the other brother who made the video responding to Big Judah. Shout out to you guys. And I agree with y'all wholeheartedly. I feel like Negroes should not even open their mouth about this place recovering. I feel like this is my opinion. I'm not saying everybody else says this, but I feel like people who are saying that are low down coons. How could you want this place to recover? This place is the destruction of our people. They stole our land. This is our land out here. Every time when you set your foot on these grounds here in the Americas, no matter where you are in the Americas, these are your lands. They literally gator baited our people. They split our pregnant women bellies open. They did all this vile, disgusting stuff to us. And you want this place to recover? Their descendants are reaping the benefits of your forefathers. And you want this place to recover. You have to, see, this is the thing. You have to check yourself, and you have to do a reality. If you're one of those people who start to lose faith every now and then, you have to check yourself. Go back and look at the videos of what they did to your forefathers and remind yourself. Refine that understanding of what they did to your people so that you won't slip, and so that you won't pray for the recovery of this kingdom, but you pray for the destruction of this kingdom. Don't be that coon. Don't be that coward that does not have faith in the Most High and runs to man and end up getting in the thing that you were trying to prevent. And yeah, that's my wife. You can hear the damn car rumbling in the engine. But yeah, don't be like that, guys. Do not be like that. So I want to say this. This is in Galatians 6. I want to read this. Galatians 6 and 9. And let us not be weary in well doing, for in due season we shall reap if we faint not. So always stay diligent. You know what I'm saying? Keep faith in the Most High. Because as long as we still do good deeds and we keep faith in the Most High, we will reap the benefits. Like the scripture also says, he that endureth unto the end shall be saved. So be steadfast, brothers and sisters. You know, may the Most High bless y'all and keep y'all safe. That's my wife out there. Anyways, take care. Shalom. Y'all be safe.